Hare Krishna. When you look back, what really has meaning for you? It's important to focus on those things today that when you look back will bring you satisfaction and meaning. So let's say you're about to die, and it could be tomorrow, it could be 80 years from now. When you look back, what really had importance for you? And I say there are two things, Dharma and Bhakti, or translated, duty and devotion. When you do the right thing, when you were true to your values, and you stuck up for what was correct, what was right, you were true to yourself, you were true in defending what you knew to be right. That feels good. That's doing your Dharma. Doing your Dharma sometimes against forces that are against you, sometimes taking pain, sometimes sacrificing, sometimes doing great sacrifices. To do the right thing, to live your values. When you do that, that feels good, because that is truth. That is the expression of who you really are. And because that's an integral expression of who you really are, it feels good because you're living life as yourself. And that's a key point in the 3T path that I suggest. Be yourself. Be the best of yourself. Don't just be yourself in whatever crazy, stupid, superficial way you might be thinking about, but be the real you. Be the best of you, the very best you can be. That's living your Dharma. When you live your Dharma, it feels good. You get that feeling of duty well done, mission accomplished. You get this nice feeling that, okay, I did the right thing. And sometimes you had to deal with negative influences. Sometimes you had to fight strong opponents, or even like your own like resistance to doing the right thing, like laziness, like effort, pain, but you did the right thing. So that's really good. And the other thing is bhakti, is devotion. Ask anyone who has experienced devotion to God, who lives with devotion, and they'll tell you that really supports you. That gives you enormous meaning, because that's like the deepest value, that's the deepest aspect of yourself. You may not know this yet, you may not feel it, you may think it's all baloney, but it's not. And when you actually live this devotion, when you connect with this deeper transcendental reality, and you live that, and you're true to that, and you give energy to that, your transcendental spiritual side, that gives you great satisfaction. And when you look back, you say, okay, I had that, I have that, and I have it right now. And since it's transcendental, even if you're at death's door, you're about to die, you can look back and say, yeah, it was good, I did that, and you know what? I'm not even afraid of death, because I've got that. I've got the connection. I know what's going to happen here. I've got to clear what's going on here. So I'm okay. And you look back and you say, yeah, I was a good person. I did my best. It doesn't mean you're perfect. We all make mistakes. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, every action is covered by mistake as every fire is covered by smoke. So even God says, look, man, you're going to make mistakes. It's cool. Everybody makes mistakes. Nothing's perfect. Forget perfect. But you did your best. You did your Dharma. You did your best. And despite the faults, natural that came up, nobody can be a perfect father, a perfect mother. Nobody can be perfect anything. But you did your best. That satisfaction nobody can take from you. So Dharma and Bhakti are the two things you will take with you. And literally, like if you look into like the more like esoteric, the science of spirituality, of yoga, it actually tells you those things are the only things you'll take with you. Because Dharma you'll take with you in the sense of karmic reactions, of good, positive karmic reactions. If you're like a dharmic person, and you weren't spiritual, but you were dharmic, then you're going to reap very good benefits from being correct. You get good karma from it. And bhakti, of course, gives you, if you have true bhakti, if you've achieved excellent, perfect bhakti, then you don't even have to reincarnate. You go back to Godhead. So what to speak of, taking that with you? So devotion gives you great credit in the future. Krishna says you take your devotion with you. He says your level of spirituality will go with you. So if you advance, let's make it numerical here to make it easy. Let's say like 0 to 100, 100 being like perfectly enlightened. So you took your enlightenment to 55%. Hey, you're going to take that with you when you start again in another life. You're going to start at 55%. So Krishna says that you take it with you. So actually, literally, like the yoga tradition tells you, you do take only these two things with you, Dharma and Bhakti. Those are the two things you'll take with you. And hey, the rest, you won't take with you. You won't take your bank account, you won't take your cars, you won't take your fame, you won't take, your abilities that you developed, your piano playing, your language learning, your ability to do hoops. All that is gone. You won't take that with you. So you only take the things that count, Dharma and Bhakti. So knowing that, live today valuing Dharma and Bhakti. Live your life with these two objectives of being the best person you can be, living your essence, and developing your spirituality. And this will give you great satisfaction here and now. Hare Krishna.